Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. In the last part, we reached Monstrous after going through Land's End, and now we're gonna actually check this place out. Also, for some reason this fan is here. I'm not actually sure if this serves a purpose, but hey, it's there. Oh my, a traveler from afar. Welcome to Monstrous, where many of our kind mingle. I'm the landlady, Monster Mama. A star, you say? Oh, you're here to see our star. She's upstairs, so feel free to go and take a look for yourself. Alright, cool. I guess that's a pretty easy star piece. That's not a star piece. Is it just me or do those notes sound familiar? Yeah, that's only for Todovsky. I've been all around the world, but the strangest person I met is this old geezer in Rosetown. He really is weird, but definitely worth meeting. Sometimes if you jump at the right places, a treasure box will pop out of the air. Anything like this happen to you? These treasure boxes are known as surprise boxes because they appear out of nowhere. You think you found them all, but there's still 10 left. I think I've actually missed one thus far in the game somewhere along the line, because I know you can have up, I think as low as 9 at this point. So what do you think? Isn't our star adorable? She's so talented too. Folks come to see her from afar. Star bees? Oh, star piece! Nope, not familiar with them. So you came all the way out here to search for a star piece? It must be really important. This is the last place on land. If you can't find it here, the only place left is up. So, you want to go there? You're an open book. Okay, here's what you need to do. There's a secret passage to the sky at Bean Valley. But first you must scale the cliff beyond the desert to get there. Since you're such a nice guy, I'll introduce you to someone that can help you. Sky Troopers, I need you! I don't think that. What does that sound? Okay. What was our flying time, troops? 8.52 seconds, Sergeant. Scout troopers reporting for duty, ma'am. We're 0.52 seconds late. I hold myself personally accountable for the delay, ma'am. Still as rigid as ever about your rules and regulations? No need to bother with the protocol around me, Sergeant. I've got a favor to ask of you. Yes, ma'am. Anything we can do for a civilian. This fellow here really wants to get to Bean Valley. Could you help him scale the cliff? Understood, ma'am. The orders are get Mustache over the cliff. We will succeed. We will now deploy ourselves to the cliff at Land's End. Troopers, keep a tight formation. I want to say they're 8.5 seconds to get there is actually accurate to real time. We have liftoff. They're odd, but trustworthy. Good luck with your search. And I think that's actually it for plot progression between this part and most of next. We're doing side quests for a while now. So the super jump is your specialty, right? Those multiple jumps of yours are pretty amazing. I heard that your record for consecutive jumps stands at 1. How do you do it? Jump more than 30 times in a row and I'll give you a prize. You also get one for doing more than 100. We'll do that later. It's really weird. Sometimes I hear the guy next door. He's always mumbling about crystal this and evil that. Isn't a crystal some kind of shiny rock or something? I know I've seen those somewhere. Shiny rock. Gee, that sounds just the slightest bit familiar, doesn't it? You there, rumor has that you're quite the accomplished jumper. Now maybe out jumping, you're totally out pumped. A strong silent type, huh? Don't you dig these vibes? And now he's gonna say that over and over again. The thing is about this thwomp is that if you're paying attention on the outside at the end of the last part and for this part thus far, there's a key on top of this house in particular. To knock it down to the floor, you need to talk to the thwomp 7 times, and there it is. Do not enter this next door. Do not enter it until you are completely ready to do so. What's beyond there is dangerous, to say the least. Yeah, just a minute. I'll be there in a second. Oh my! Goomba, what are you doing here? Bowser, it's been ages, hasn't it? Sorry about going AWOL on you. I ran away because I was scared to fight Smithy. A lot's happened since then, but look how far I've come. I'm managing this store now. And look, here are my little ones. Come on, show manners to your Uncle Bowser. Hi, Uncle Bowser. Although I can't fight for you, I still have some items you can use. Maybe you'll find it in your heart to forgive me if I can help you get equipped. Don't worry. I'm not angry with you. I've got new troops now. We're gonna reclaim my castle. You go on with your life here. I wish you the best. Oh, that's cute. Interesting little thing about the triplets is that they also sell items, and they sell a mushroom that recovers 30 HP apparently, but as you see, it has "but" at the end. Those mushrooms, I'm not sure if it's guaranteed or not, but they have a chance to hit you with the mushroom status themselves. And I actually do want to buy something here. I want to buy the spiked link weapon for Bowser. I'm not going to get the equipment for him there, though. Or at least, like, the body armor. Just because the work pants, their extra stat gains are still more worth it for Bowser at this point, which is kind of sad, but his defense is good enough as it is. And in here is the inn for Monstro Town, and it's a free inn, too. So that's like, what, 3 free inns in the game thus far? That's a lot. What the... Nice to meet you. I'm Greeper.
Hi, I'm the Big Boo.
And I'm Dry Bones. We are the 3 Musty Fears. He's sleeping. Boy, he sure is.
Check out those bubbles coming out of his nose. Maybe he can still hear us while he's asleep? Hey, you, we want to play a round of Find the Flag.
Right, we'll each hide a flag somewhere around the world.
Yeah, find all 3 flags and you'll get an awesome prize.
We must go and hide the flags.
See you when we get back.
They'll be back.
I'm back. I hid my flag behind a wooden flower.
I'm home. My flag's under a green bed.
I'm back. You'll never guess my spot. It's between O and A. Our flags are invisible, so search very carefully when you think you found the spot.
Don't forget what we've told you.
And that starts the Musty Fears side quest, which, don't worry, will be done by the end of this part. But now it's time for probably the lengthiest quest chain that is within Monstro Town itself in terms of the events that it has. Because as you might notice, there is a door up here. Who is it? Sorry, but the sensei isn't in. Oh my gosh! Jagger? Bowser, I haven't seen you for so long. I've been studying here at the dojo under Sensei Jynx because, to tell you the truth, I knew we couldn't beat Smithy. That's why I'm here now. Someday I'm going to return and make you proud. Don't worry about me. I've got new troopers now, and we're gonna take back my castle. You stick to your guns. Train like there's no tomorrow. He's such a good boss. That's one thing I really like about the Mario RPGs in general, be it this one, Mario and Luigi, or Paper. He has such a good personality. My sensei's out right now, but in the meantime, would you accept a challenge from me? Sure. Great. You know that I'm not gonna make it easy for you, right? Alright, first winner for the part is Jagger. 600 HP, has a Terror Punch ability, immune to jump, fire, and poison. No coins, no experience, this is just an optional boss fight in the purest of terms. Base strategy for this, you're going to want to boost up Mario with Geno, and then have him jump, have Peach standardly attack, have Geno then boost Peach to get the extra damage in with her, and then if for some reason it goes on to 2 rounds, just have him physically attack. Also, as you can see, my party setup has changed. In terms of what everyone's looking like, their armor and weapons are all the same, but in terms of accessories, Mario has the jump shoes, hence why he can get the jump damage in. Geno has the zoom shoes just to boost his speed even higher, and Peach has the safety ring to prevent mortal blows, I believe is what's defined as. Yikes, you're tough. Why, thank you. Yikes, I guess that was to be expected. Mario, you're a top-notch fighter. You did well for your inexperience, Jagger. Sensei, have you been here all along? You felt my key, didn't you? Not bad for a novice. Your fighting style isn't as foolproof as you think. I'll accept the challenge any day. Alright, now I make sure that my FP and HP is all good, because now it's time for us to fight Jynx. Alright, let's see what you're capable of. Jynx is, by definition, an optional boss. Not quite super boss level, but he can be kind of tough. Although, the strategy for him is the exact same one we're using from Jagger. Boost up Mario, attack with Peach, jump with Mario, then have boost Peach up, and so on and so forth. In terms of the stats, Jynx has 600 HP, can up his defense through Valor Up, triple kick, which can actually do some decent damage. Immune to all status ailments and elements that's not jump. And that's it. You do not get experience points for any of the fights we actually do this part, if I recall. Valor Up, I notice he tends to use when he's low on HP, so if you see that, you're pretty close to winning. And that should be it. Or not, huh? I'll take a punch to the face. Rocket punch timing, by the way, is right before they launch. Phew, simply amazing. I guess I underestimated you. You pack quite a punch. But don't let it go to your head, because I let you have that round. Let's have a rematch. Alright, make sure my stuff's still good, and I'm actually gonna go save in between each of these fights. Time for us to fight Jynx again! And his stats are boosted, as does... And he also has new moves, rather. He now has 800 HP. He still has the exact same immunities, though. New abilities he has are Silver Bullet and Quicksilver, both of which are extraordinarily high damage. I think one of them has a potential to be instant kill, but I don't think I've ever seen it happen. Mostly. There's one attack, technically, but that's in a few moments. The damage, the HP boost is the biggest change, honestly, though, because it just makes the fight go on longer. If you get to a point where you need to do a third turn with Gino, and you, like, the fight still has a good amount left in it just based off the damage you're doing, at that point, what you should do is use Gino boost on Gino himself, just so in the case it gets to his turn again, he can do the extra damage that's needed. Honestly, as you can see, at this point, I think Jump is maxed out at this point. I might be a bit off, or at least really close to maxing it, but it's, at this point in the game, you should really be, if not maxed, really close like I am. This Jump should finish it off. Yep, there we go, exact same dialogue even. Still haven't had enough? It isn't often that I have someone this competitive to spar with. Alright, this match will be the one that counts since I'm placing my reputation on the line. Save again. Time for the third battle against Jynx, and this is the one that's actually difficult. Because not only does he have 1000 HP, he now has Vigor up, which will up his attack, and Bombs Away. And Bombs Away, off the top of my head, is the attack that has the highest potential damage in the game. I think I've seen it do over 400, which... well, yeah, it's death. I think it's theoretically possible to survive that if you are higher stats and later game equipment, but I've never been able to do it. But hey, at least it gives me the opportunity to show off Get Up, which is Peach's revival move. I want to say the timing for that is when the stars fade away at the end. That's how you time a lot of her healing moves. Obviously, his stats also improve in general, because I think his physical attacks just do more and more the fights, the farther into the 3 fights you do. Rather. Wow, my grammar is faulty, I guess is the word I could use there. Group Hug is a really good spell, by the way. Peach as a healer, honestly, almost seems to outpace everything in the game at times, just because she heals for so much, given your HP maximums in the game, that it can seem kind of almost abusive at times. What you should really look out for in this fight, though, is when Jynx uses Vigor Up, because even with like a Geno boost up to your defense, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Let's see, Quicksilver. Yeah, 75 damage. That's about a third of my HP still. Yeah, that's a lot. Let's try out Geno Flash. Hold Y for power. It's the exact same star minigame. I'm not sure if this has an element. If it does, I would say it's Fire Elemental, though I find that face adorable. In this fight, Peach is the one you really should worry about if you bring her in like I did here, though, because her defense isn't the best. I want to say off the top of my head, Geno and Peach have the worst 2 defense stats, at least in terms of a base, out of the main characters. So that's a thing. I think Bowser has the highest. It's not him, it's Mario. Though actually, one way we can get some good damage in right now, at least, is Psych Bomb. And the thing is, you gotta notice something. Psych Bomb is a very powerful technique normally. However, it only does, let's see, I think about 50 HP of damage to him. Yeah, most of that's just because, first off, his defense is upped, yes. But also because he just has high defense to begin with. Whoa. You are the stronger champion, no doubt about it. My reputation was staked on this last fight, so I've lost the title of Sensei. From today, you are the Sensei of this dojo. Please take this belt, which only the highest ranking fighter in the dojo can wear. And we get the Jynx belt. We'll remain named the Dojo Mario Style Dojo and incorporate your jump technique into this training. What are you doing? Oh, I guess he's changing the sign. Jagger and I will start our training immediately. 1,000 warm-up jumps. Ready? Begin! Down, up. The pacer test. That was a thing. But yeah, we got the Jynx belt, which is a really good accessory, actually. Not only does it raise your speed by 12, but it also gives you immunity to instant death. Alright, at this point, we got that key a few moments ago, so now let's actually go put it to use and get the bad message here at the elevator section in Belome's temple. Coming down here will allow us to access his little treasure vault. The key you have there looks pretty tasty. Let's give it to him. Alright, what's in here is 4 flowers, about 8 frog coins, and 3 items. Only 2 of those items are honestly useful because one's a max mushroom and the other's a royal syrup. The third one is a very unuseful to me fire bomb, which is just, I think, like, a decent amount of fire type damage, which the Mario's flame attacks can do more anyway. Though I do have to sell some stuff. In fact, in a jump cut coming up, I ended up selling a bunch of my mushrooms and syrups and able juices and pick-me-ups especially, just so I have inventory space. Next up, let's actually head back to the desert, because you might recall we actually need to climb the wall that's over here.
Tan Hut, all troops in position. Mario, your mission is to scale the cliff by jumping shell to shell.
Okay, this is a mini-game, actually. Yes, you can just climb up and you're completely good, but if you do it in less than 12 seconds, you get a very good accessory. And there are faster ways to do this. I think, like, my personal best is somewhere around 11:50 something. But I do good enough here. If you just follow what I did, you do it. You get it.
Mission accomplished. Elapsed time is 11:60. Distinguish your work, soldier. Here's the next best thing, a Drupa pin.
The Drupa pin's a very good accessory. When you equip it in battle, you basically start with the Geno Boost's attack boost, an auto attack buff essentially. But it also boosts your attack by, your speed rather, by 15. And we can access Bean Valley now, however, we have those flags to go grab for the Musty Reapers or whatever. First one's between the O and the A, here at the goal at Yoster Isle. The second one is behind a wooden flower. Where have we seen that? Rosetown's entrance, right there. The third one, we're not going to get for a moment, because you might remember, we have a melody to give to Todovsky. Now, the annoying thing about the one we got from the start, at the start of this part, is that you don't actually get the notes, you have to do it by ear. And that is really annoying. I remember when I first got this, I technically did it by ear, but it was a lot of trial and error for me. And that's it.
That's it! This is the melody I've been looking for. Thank you for the inspiration. Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
And we get the final card in the game, the soprano card.
Finally, my song is nearly complete, but I must confess that you have contributed a lot to it. We can all take credit for it. Now you must think of a final phrase that will wrap it all up. Let your creative juices flow and show me what you got.
And this is entirely up to you. There is no right answer for this. You just do whatever you want to do with the 4th verse here. I sort of played this by ear, tried to make something that I thought would sound good, but I think it's theoretically possible for you just to go, like, very little note variation, like, do, re, do, re, do, re, do, re the entire time. I do have to wonder, though, if someone has ever just done this over and over again to try and, like, compose a full song.
Okay, here we go. Listen to this. It's our song.
And I'm honestly surprised at how good that sounded. You can almost actually hear where your own part kicks in just because it doesn't blend in as well as you might think, but it still sounds pretty good. Anyway, now that we have the soprano card, not only are the prices again further reduced here at the juice bar, but the final item is now accessible, a Caro Caro Cola. It costs 200 coins. But I actually do want to buy something here at the Frog Coin Emporium. Crystallines. I mentioned these last part. I want to buy 4 or 5 of them. I'm going with 5. Because that party defense boost is going to come in handy very much in the next part. And there's the Dry Bones flag. The only green bed in the game, from my memory, is your own. However, before we head to Monster Town to turn that in, I want to head over to Bandit's Way. Why? Well, you might remember that Chow, or whatever, over in Monster Town mentioned getting 3 consecutive super jumps. 30, rather, not 3. And the best way to do that is take Mario off the jump shoes, head on here over to Bandit's Way, and just jump on something that's immune to jump, like the Spiky. This is annoying, to say the least. My best bet is to not jump. It's very easy to press the button too early. The way I usually do is look at Mario as like a measure on a meter, and when he's on the very middle of the sprite, press the Y button, but it's weird. It's also some sound cues and such. It takes a while. So I'm cutting to when I actually got my 30th jump down. That took about 10 minutes to get right. 30's not too bad. It's the other one that's really annoying. More on that in a few moments. For now, let's head on over back to Monster Town like we are now. Let's see. First off, let's get the reward for doing 30 super jumps. 32, not bad. Wow, you did it. You made over 30 jumps. All right, here's your prize. And we get the attack scarf, a Mario exclusive accessory. It's actually why I gave him the experience booster earlier on, so he could have his streamer fit before putting this on for more or less the rest of the game. Basically, plus 30 to all stats, including speed. It also prevents instant death. He's gonna have this for a while. Now let's go talk to the Musty Greepers or whatever, because, well, we got all their flags, so let's see what we get for this. Hello, Ghosty Goose, there you are.
Good job! You found all 3 flags.
Hey, you're not half bad.
You did pretty well.
We had a great time too. Thanks for playing our game.
Now the grand prize giveaway. Don't forget what we told you. Okay, now this is interesting because they actually just put the reward on you. You get the Ghost Medal, which raises your defense by 50%. It's more or less a defense equivalent to the Triple Pin. I don't think it raises your speed, though. Either way, that 3 hours later is actually accurate because I just went for the 100 jumps. You automatically stop jumping when you get the 100th one, and honestly, there's no real strategy I can give for it. It's just partial luck, partial technique, timing. It took me a while. I didn't even record going for it because it just wasn't worth it. But for doing that, you get the Super Suit. One of the 3 things in the game that anyone can equip. And it's absolutely absurd. Plus 50 to all stats except for speed, where it's a plus 30. Prevents every status ailment, and you receive 0 damage from any elemental attack. It is absurd. I am honestly banning it, aside from maybe one battle. I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use it during it yet, but we'll see what that battle is next time. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 12, we'll be doing the last real side quest we can do for right now, involving that door I did investigate in Monstro Town. I could theoretically do a bit of level grinding between now and then, but honestly, the level sweet spots I'm at right now are probably where what's in there will give you the most fair challenge. Either way, with that, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys then.